What's going on, Boca Nation? It's your boy Brandon, and as you guys know, the update for the A7 III and the A7R III is out finally. We finally get to really test now this real-time autofocus system, and I'm so excited to get it, so we're going to jump right into it. Time to update to 3.0 on my A7 III. So if you guys have the A7 III, A7R III, this update, please go out and get it. It's going to improve some things drastically, especially if you guys do shooting, especially on location, you shoot anything that has continuous movement in it. Video guys, even for portrait guys, man, this is a really good update. Shout out to Sony for bringing this to us. I'm really excited to test it out. So one of the first things you want to make sure you have is your USB cable, your Type-C, and your camera. Also, really important, guys, make sure you have a fully charged battery, and we're going to get right into it. Now, I'm going to take you over to the Sony A7 III system just to make sure you guys got your camera and things set up, just in case you don't know where to find these few things, a few things that you want to look out for before you actually start updating, okay? All right, guys, so we're going to go over here to our setup page. I think we're going to go over here to page 4. And right here down to the USB connection. Now we need to make sure this says mass storage, but as you can see, this one is grayed out. So a lot of times when I use my A7 III, I go and I use it as on my smartphone so I can see the screen and everything when I'm recording myself. So in order to get that grayed out, you need to change this control with smartphone. That needs to be off. And then once we go back to page 4 on the briefcase side, you'll see that mass storage is now active. So we want to make sure that that says mass storage before we actually do this update. All right, guys, so now that we've got those little basic things out the way, our camera is saying mass storage. We're good to go. We got our USB plugged into our computer. One thing that I definitely wanted to mention was verify your version of your camera. You should be able to go to the briefcase page 7. And it'll tell you what the version of your camera is. Mine is 2.10, 2.10, because I haven't ran the update yet. If you're just now getting into the Sony system, just now getting your A7 III, verify that the latest version has been put on there. So just make sure that you're riding on the right version first. Briefcase page 7 version before you actually do this update, okay? All right, guys, so we're over here at the desktop. So the first thing that we're going to do is going to go ahead up to our address bar, and this is going to be a complete walkthrough so you guys know where to go. All right, so I mean, most of you guys can Google and find out where this is at, but if you're just starting out, we're going to go to Sony.com. All right, when you get to Sony.com, we're going to go right over here to the support tab, and then we're going to click on support. Now, when you come in here, you can put in A7 III, A7M3 for Mark III, or A7R III, depending on which one you have. If you just go and put the 7 right in this box, it'll come right up. So I have the A7 Mark III, not the R. All right, and it's going to come up with a page just like this. You see right here, downloads. All right. So click on downloads, and then it's going to tell you the firmware update right here for Windows or Mac. Make sure you select your right operating system. All right, I'm using a Windows computer, so I'm going to go ahead and click for the Windows version, and then you're going to come up with a download page. Go ahead and download the firmware. Once it downloads to your computer, I'm going to go ahead. Now I've already downloaded this, but I haven't did the update because I wanted to do it with you guys. It's going to show up right in here in your downloads folder or whatever you have it. So you're going to download it. Once you download it, it's going to unzip itself. So we're going to go ahead and let it unzip, and then once it unzips, it's going to come up with pretty much a step-by-step process on what you guys need to do. Okay, it's kind of really self-explanatory. So it's going to come up just like this. So go ahead and plug the camera in, and then we're going to go ahead and hit next. All right, here we go, and it's going to take a little bit to verify that your camera is connected to your computer, and then also you're going to go ahead and check the current version. As you can see right here, I'm running 2.10, and after this update, we're going to show version 3.0. So we're going to go ahead and hit next, and it's all going to automatically check your version that quick. Then it's going to come up and it's going to automatically reset the camera, and then it's going to run the update. So I'm going to fast forward through this stuff. All right, we're gonna go right over here and verify that we're at 3.0, and there it is right there, so we're good to go. All right, we're just gonna jump in the menu system real quick to check a few things. The first thing you're gonna come across is interval shooting on page 4. This is the new time lapse that we've now added to the A7III, A7III function, turning it on and off. You got your shooting start time, about how many seconds you want before it starts actually shooting. Down below that, you have your shooting interval. Shooting interval is the amount of time that is going to wait between shots before it takes the next shot. It comes preloaded with starting at the number 30 shots, and then the shooting time is how long it takes to complete that sequence. So right now, if I set it to 2 seconds every shot, in a total of 30 shots, it's going to take 58 seconds to complete all 30 of those shots. And that's kind of how you read that. And then you also, at the bottom, you have your AE tracking, and you can go from there. You have high, mid, and low, and that's basically adjusting your sensitivity of the tracking or what's in frame. All right, so that's one of our new updates. Next, we're going to jump to page 6, where we're going to find the new face and eye autofocus settings. When you come across this, the first thing you're going to see is going to be able to turn face, eye on or off in the party. The next one you're going to come across is subject detection, whether you're going to track between a human or an animal. The next one that you're going to find is face detection frame display. You can have that on or off. That's kind of the little detection that comes up on the screen when you do it. And then the last one, you're going to have animal eye display on or off. And you'll be able to change that on or off for animal eye autofocus or real-time focusing also. And that's it, guys. That's the update. So how about we go outside and test it out and play with the menu system and see what we get. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brandon. So we are still testing out the new update for the A7 III. So right now I am downtown. So basically the first thing we're going to do is test out the eye autofocus. There's some people running, there's some people jogging, there's some people walking. So I want to really see how the tracking has improved on the A7 III. And then we're going to try to do some little interval shooting with the new interval shooting update for time lapse. Now, I'm not going to get a really long time lapse for you guys, okay? I just wanted to come down here and test it out. I'm going to talk you through it as I go through it. But first off, I'm just going to shoot. I'm just going to record some things. I want to record it with my Atomos Ninja 5 that I'm recording you all right now on. And we're just going to track some things and see how it goes, all right? Now, here's one of the first things that I wanted to point out is we have somebody walking here, and I'm trying to require focus, of course, but I'm not locking onto him because he's pretty far away. As you see, when he gets closer, then the focus starts to pick him up, and it's tracking him very good. This update is really amazing. Now, I'm not doing focus lock. I'm just basically following him just to see how the autofocus tracks him. Sometimes I focus lock, sometimes I don't. But I just wanted to see how it's tracking. As you see, we have another person here, focus lock, and I have him locked pretty much the whole time. Hey, how you doing? All right, so this next one is pretty interesting. So I have this lady and her dog coming forward. So I thought this would be a good time to try animal priority. So I got down pretty low. As you can see, I'm trying to focus lock on him, but I forgot I'm in human priority, not animal priority. So make sure you're in animal priority when you try to do the real-time animal priority lock. So as you guys can see, I'm doing a few tests. The first one is just putting the focus on somebody and just letting the white box track them without actually doing focus lock. And then I'm doing a few where I'm trying to get focus lock. Now, as you can see, I just had a dog, but I didn't have the setting set up to animal. It's set up to human. So if I get another dog, I'm gonna see if I can quickly go on my settings and change it to animal and see if it'll track the animal, because I really want to try the animal focus also. But I'm doing a few things. So if you don't see it actually focus lock, that just means I'm tracking, trying to see how it tracks and trying to see where it acquires the subject. And then I'm going to focus lock to see how far and how long it's actually going to track them in focus locking. Alright, so the first few of those was shot in single AF, just so I can track and try the single AF and how it worked. Now we're going to switch it to continuous AF and see how it also tracks.
stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Alright guys, so for this next part, we finally got another doll coming, so we're going to jump into the menu section here and switch from human to animal focus. So I'm going to get down on my knees. I'm trying to get this shot, see if I can acquire focus on this doll. As he gets closer, I'm just trying to go in the focus lock, see if I can get something, see if it's going to pick him up, but he's pretty hairy, so I didn't get a really good job in trying to focus lock on that doll right there. But as I was doing that, I wanted to get you guys another test, as I'm still in animal priority or animal focus. As you can see, I cannot get a white box, or I cannot get focus lock really on any human. So just to let you guys know, just in case you're not getting that focus, make sure you're not in animal priority versus human focus lock, because you're not going to be able to grab that focus. So that's really important. As you guys see, I'm going to try a few more times here to try to acquire focus while I'm in animal priority again, versus human priority. And as you can see, it is just not acquiring focus. So I'm going to jump out of the menu here shortly, but I even tried to go zone so I wouldn't pick up any other surrounding environment or ambient around, so I can get a more shallower focus. So I went ahead and jumped back into the menu setting and went back to human to see if I can get that box or acquire focus. And now she's going to be turning around here shortly. Now she's finally turning around, and there we go. Now it is starting to acquire focus again, since we are back in human focusing. And yeah, we're good to go now. So that's just something for you guys to know. You cannot get that box, you cannot get that focus if you're in animal focus. And again, we're going to test it out again to make sure our theory is correct. So we're going to jump into the menu. We're going to go back to animal focus. And then we're going to track our subject here. Right now we're still in continuous AF. As you can see, I cannot acquire focus on her face. It's basically just getting her body. And then I'm going to jump back into human. And as you can see, the box comes up and we're able to track. So again, really good information to know, just in case you guys have any problem with that. Make sure that you are in human if you are tracking a human. Alright guys, so for this last test, we got another dog coming. Okay, we're going to jump into animal focus here again, or animal detection. As you are going to be able to see, I'm not going to be able to acquire focus again. So my thoughts is, you have to be pretty close to an animal, and they have to really have their eyes open in order for you to use that subject detection. Alright, so again, I was not able to do it in this shot, so better luck next time. Alright guys, so that was fun. So just random people just going everywhere, right? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully this helps. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully we got a new video dropping this Sunday. Until next time, guys, see you in the next one.